So today I'm going to teach you guys how to find pop-ups. I've been getting so many questions about it. If I can open this. So I want to make a video on talking about it, and I have my apple cider and we about to talk. I'm going to teach you guys everything that I know. And I want you to be So a little backstory. Me and my mom started this business a couple of years ago. It's called Blue Trail Boutique. We're only online, but we do pop-ups literally every week. So we try to do as much as we can until we can't do it no more. As in, doing pop-ups, it has a little shelf life, meaning closer to winter and the colder weathers, of course, this is not going to be available to us. We have to wait till the following year. So until then, we're going to try to crank as much as we can. So I'm going to give you tips on how to find your own pop-up or even do street vending, and I'm going to teach you guys how to, well, actually I have a video on how to get your street vendor's license, so I'm going to tag it below so you guys can check that out as well. First, I'm going to talk about what do you need to do any pop-up, and of course the first thing is inventory. Of course, that's the most important thing, because what are you going to sell to your customers? Now, if you have a mental goal, like we always do, me and my mom always have a mental goal that we want to hit or get close to. For instance, if we have a goal of $500, of course we're going to bring enough money to fit that goal. That makes sense? So I want you guys to put that in consideration when you're starting your pop-up. So how much inventory you want to bring. If you're doing an outside pop-up, you need a tent, but some pop-ups will provide a tent, but you have to pay them an extra fee, and all the tents is always 10 by 10. And only been to about 2 different pop-ups where they required it to be only white, so we were forced to buy a tent from, well, rent a tent from them. But anyway, so a tent, of course, chairs for you to sit, tables, decorations, and you be creative. I see so many people being so creative as a lot of pop-ups that we do. So when you do your pop-up, be creative. Of course, you're gonna need some change. So I know a lot of people usually use their debit card when they make purchases, but some people pay with cash. So make sure you have change for that to accommodate them. You need some bags. Once they purchase from you, you need to have a bag. We have a different bags. We have bags that are customized. We have plain white ones, and we have like little ones if they have accessories. And like I said, it's gonna be a link for everything in the description box, guys. Everything that we have and you want, it's gonna be in the description box. Okay, now that I told you guys what you need, well, actually I kind of touched or brushed on it on what you need. Now let's talk about what everybody's been asking me, DMing me, leaving comments on, and it is how to find a pop-up. Okay, so the different pop-ups that you can do is at Jazz Fest, farmer markets, or you can do street vending. I consider that a pop-up as well. And let's touch on each one, because me and my mom, we do each one literally, and we do street vending every week. I'll go to the Jazz Fest first, because that was the biggest event that we did this year. Before the pandemic, me and mom used to do this every year. We used to do the Jazz Fest, but prior to us even having a business, my mom and her friends used to attend these Jazz Fests. We got involved as with our business and selling at Jazz Fest because my mom used to talk to the vendors there. She got to know the coordinator and their friends. So basically it's word of mouth. That's how we got into the Jazz Fest. So once my mom met the coordinator of the event, it was over. We've been doing Jazz Fest every year, but last year it was canceled because of COVID. So, but this year it was okay. The 2 years ago was way better than this. In each event, I'm gonna have a link in the description box so you guys can check out the vlogs to those events. Other events that me and my mom do, we find them through word of mouth, Facebook, and Instagram, with hashtags. That's how we find these other places. These tips I'm giving applies to California. I don't know if other states do the same thing as we do out here. I do feel that pop-ups are getting more popular since the pandemic, but that's from my personal opinion. But anyway, so that's how we find these events, and we do our research. Once, for instance, if we find an event on Instagram, we try to look up that event everywhere just to see the crowd from the previous event they had, or if there's scammers in a sense. That's why I vlog. Literally every event I do, I vlog, because when me and my mom try to do our research on the events, we could never find any videos. Like we see the videos that the event coordinator posts, but some videos can be manipulated, and I want you guys to put that in consideration when you are looking for pop-ups, because these pop-ups are expensive. Like The most we ever paid for pop-up, well, the Jazz Fest was about almost $600. We did another event, it was about $500. And these little ones that we're doing is about $250 here and there, $75 and $200. They are around those prices. So that adds up, and especially if you don't make your money back once you do the pop-ups. Back to what I was saying. So do your research, because some are scammers. What I mean by scammers, I'm not saying about they would just steal your money. Well, they may just steal your money, especially if they can't bring a crowd. I'm just saying. We've been to events like that too. We've been to a lot of events actually. Or people, even some of my friends just tagged us in videos. I mean, in promotion videos to be a vendor, and that's how we apply to it. So that's basically it. So we usually find events on Facebook or Instagram or word of mouth. Those are the 3 ways that we find them. Those are just the pop-ups we're talking about. Let's talk about the farmers market. Let's talk about that one. Now, me and my mom, we do a farmers market every week. The one that we do, they do charge us a fee. It's a small fee, but it's a hit and miss with this one. But okay, let's talk about how you can get into the farmers market. So some farmers market is first come first serve, and you have to pay a fee and have insurance for a day. So the one that we do every week, they're a little different. All you do is pay a fee and you have assigned areas. That's it. That's the only requirement they have at this one. Talk about street vending. I consider that as a pop-up as well, and I feel like it's not common in our community, so I want to address it, because me and my mom, we do that as well. Like for days that we don't have anything to do, we probably just pop up somewhere. So we have our street vendor's license, and we got it because of course the police was messing with us, and I have a video where the police actually was harassing us over this. You guys need to subscribe to my channel so you guys can see everything we go through. But anyway, so that forced us to get a street vendor's license. But with that license, we were able to pop up anywhere on the side of the street, but it can be 40 feet to a business window. That's it. So when we usually do street vending, I don't bring out a lot of stuff like I usually do. Like usually when I like our other events, we pull out tents, the whole well, I still bring out a tent, but tents, tables, multiple tables. Sometimes we bring a mannequin if we have room, in a rack. So but if I'm doing just street vending, I'm just trying to get out there for, you know, an hour or two, I just bring like one table, that's it, and a few accessories. But street vending is the option for anyone who is trying, you know, who is really trying to grind. So I know this video was short, guys, but I feel like I gave you a lot in that little amount of time. And I'm also gonna do like a chronicles, or I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but it's gonna be different series on about how to do pop-ups, more tutorials. I don't know, it's gonna be something all about bosses, you know what I mean? I'm trying to create bosses. I'm trying to motivate and show you guys the ins and outs of running a online business slash pop-up. I don't know what we're gonna call it, but anyway. And one more thing I do want to say, the last thing I want to add is, if you're doing pop-ups or you're considering doing pop-ups, is don't give up and don't get discouraged, because it's a lot. And what I mean by a lot is, like, you can do events where you don't make any money, you know what I mean, like, and you pay for your spot and you feel like it's a waste because you didn't make not a sale, so you feel like you lost. And we had a few events like that. I know how it feels, but I'm saying just continue to do it. I know, just saying, like, continue to do it, just hearing that word's like, what? Like, I'm coughing up all this money, I still have to continue to do it and no return. But that's what I'm saying, just continue to do it. Just not with that same vendor. I mean, not with that same coordinator. Find a different person. But anyway, just don't give up, because we have events where we made a lot of money. We have events where we didn't make any, and we had events where all day we didn't make anything, and then as soon as the nighttime come or evening, that's when we make all the sales. So just don't give up and stay motivated, stay consistent. So yeah, that was it. I know this video was it was short. It's all over the place. I'm all over the place, that's why. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I have been so consistent. I have been posting every week on YouTube, so I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here, and I'm going to see you guys in my next one.